Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this video I'm going to examine how to get the best possible start for your new Raid Shadow Legends account by examining all the currently valid promo codes, new player promo codes that you can use to get a wonderful champion for your new Raid account. However, first things first, thank you Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video and for giving me this wonderful promo link. And promo links are super important because promo links are even more important than promo codes. You really want to start any new Raid account with a promo link because that's going to give you multiple great champions. For example, my promo link here down below in the description there in the QR code gives you Deacon Armstrong tutorial, Uugo at level 15, Tagoar at level 20, Mausoleum Mage at level 30. 4 absolutely wonderful champions, top tier champions that are just going to make gameplay such a huge difference. So even if you have just started Raid and you're now looking for a promo code, but you didn't start with at least some promo link, then you should reroll. The difference is just so huge. There's no use continuing. If you don't have a promo link champions, your gameplay experience is going to be just a pale shadow of what it could be. As for the promo links, Plarium recommends using them on PC. They usually work on mobile too, although sometimes there are issues, and you must log out of all accounts on Plarium Play before clicking the link, and you cannot activate a promo link on an existing account. You have to create a new account with a new email address if you're going to use a promo link. And even if you start with a promo link, you always want to also use a promo code. The new player promo codes, you can only use one new player promo code. You must use it within 72 hours of downloading the game. You can use it either through promo codes on the left within the client, PC and Android, there's a promo codes button, just click it and enter the code. Or if you're on iOS, you cannot do it within the client, you have to actually get in the Plarium website with your user ID and enter it there. There's URL down below in the description for that. The promo codes, all promo codes in Raid are case insensitive, so capital letters, small letters, doesn't matter at all. And promo codes like promo links can give you either legendary or epic champions. And while legendary does sound fancy, just because a champion is legendary does not mean that it's better than an epic champion. Epic champions are much easier to upgrade and they can still have great skills. Legendary champions, they are more difficult to get, especially if they're void legendary champions. Those are the most difficult kinds of champions to get. And legendary champions have higher base stats, but they don't necessarily have better skills. So an epic champion can still be much stronger than a legendary. And actually, many of the good epics are stronger than more than half of the legendary champions in the game. All that said, a great legendary champion is usually better than a great epic champion. And because in promo codes there are so many to choose from, you can usually pick up one really good one. The promo links that offer you legendary champions, they tend to be on the mediocre side of legendary champions, so sometimes epic champions from promo links are just better. And for promo codes, you can only use one, remember, but currently I found 8 legendary champions and 16 epic champions that are available. And if you're a new player, you want to choose one of the strongest legendary champions, that's going to give you the best possible start. The epic champions are more for like someone existing player who wants to start maybe an alt account and just wants to try out something that they may have missed previously. These 8 legendary champions are currently available. There's Tholin Foulbeard with the code DEMONSLAYER, that's valid until the end of the year. There's Tuhanarak with the code DESERTQUEEN, Wukong with the code MONKEYKING, Ultimate Deathknight with UDKING, that's going to be valid until 1st of April next year. So Plarium usually doesn't give expiry dates for these promo codes, so we know a couple of these and those ones I have given here. Then we have GETALICE for Alice the Wanderer, Treehugger for Green Warden Ruach, Goldwing for Luminicity the Goldwing, and mid-game top for Sigmund the High Shield. And you should mainly consider the first 4. I have rated these roughly in the order that I would pick them. So Tholin, Tuhanarak, Wukong, Ultimate Deathknight, and so on. The 2 main websites that maintain Raid tier lists are Hell Hades and Ayumi Love. They have a bit of a different scoring system. Hell Hades is from 1 to 5, 5 being the best, and Ayumi Love is from F tier to S tier being the best. So Tholin Foulbeard on Hell Hades is rated 4, on Ayumi Love it's rated an A. Very versatile DPS. He has an area attack in his default attack skill. Typically when people talk about skills in Raid, they refer to them by the ordinal number. So the first skill of a champion is A1, the second skill of a champion is A2, and the third skill of a champion is A3. So area attack in A1, which is the default attack that the champion can use every turn, that's quite rare. And it's very powerful ability because that just means that he's super good against any time when there's multiple enemies. And Tholin can also serve as your very first campaign farmer. Typically, you get your starter champion, which should really be Kayle. Kayle is stronger than the others. you level that up, then have that be your campaign farmer. But if you choose Tholin from a promo code, then Tholin can be that first campaign farmer and you kind of skip Kael altogether. Tholin also provides you fast progress through campaign and dungeons, and all that fast early progress is something that just makes Tholin such a great champion for a new player. Another top choice is Tuhanarak. Hell Hades rates Tuhanarak at 4.5 and Yumilav rates her at S tier. She is a Void Legendary. So Void Legendaries are kind of the hardest things to get, so she will be very hard to get. If you don't pick her from the code, you're probably not going to see her. She's a powerful support champion. She can aid you in clearing practically all content. She's very useful in all sorts of content. However, she is not a campaign farmer. She can't kill waves quickly. She can clear the campaign, but very, very, very slowly. And also she provides longevity, but she doesn't really provide a lot of damage. She needs other damage dealers that she can support. And early on you might not have any, so your progress will be much slower if you pick Tuhanarak, even though she will also give you progress eventually. Then there's Sun Wukong. Hell Hades rates him at 4.5 and Yumilav rates him at 8 here. As you can see, these change a little bit and they're not always in perfect agreement. So Sun Wukong is a strong damage dealer, especially for PvP. Very strong even for late game PvP, and he can also perform some roles in PvE, but he's not really suitable to be a campaign farmer. He's not as area damage oriented as Tholin is, so he just doesn't bring you nearly that level of early progress. So that's why he kind of falls behind a little bit. He doesn't give you that big power boost early on, which then would carry your account to further and further because of compounding gains, because you just get ahead and then you get more ahead and such. And Sun Wukong doesn't really do that, although he does have some really sweet endgame uses, especially in PvP. And the fourth really strong legendary in promo codes is the Ultimate Deathknight. Hell Hades rates him at 4, while Yumilav rates him as S tier. As you can see, they differ a little bit in their evaluations. A strong support champion, he passively redirects single target damage to himself. So enemies are trying to attack your other characters, but they actually end up hitting Ultimate Deathknight unless they use an AoE ability, and they can just wipe the rest of the team. So if you use like Ultimate Deathknight plus Kael in the campaign as a pair, then that is pretty hilarious, because they try to kill Kael, but they can't, because Ultimate Deathknight just keeps protecting Kael from everything. Ultimate Deathknight himself doesn't really do that much damage, but he can be also a very strong support champion in all sorts of content. And finally, those epic champions, and there are 16 epic champions that you can get from promo codes right now, but if you pick one of these, then you can't get a legendary, because you can only choose one. There are some really sweet ones though, because Huntmaster gives you a Deathknight, Final Spite gives you an Uugo, Mageout gives you Mausoleum Mage, Mightyhan gives you an Allure, Dishonored Blast gives you Genbo, Firebrand gives you Mordecai, Mycelium gives you Mycelic Priston, and there's Oboro, there's Dark, there's such, there's pretty sweet epics available from these ones as well. But because you can only pick one, and the legendary ones are just a tad stronger than the epic ones, then you kind of want to use this promo code in order to pick up a legendary champion, whereas in the promo links many of the legendary champions are more on the mediocre side, which means that you get all the downsides of legendaries without getting all of the upsides, so then just getting a bunch of top tier epics can be stronger for that. And starting raid with a good promo link, especially my promo link right here, Deacon, Uugo, Tagoar, Mausoleum Mage, that's just so good. And with a good promo code, that's going to get you such a great start. You will have a fully workable team right from the start, and you will just fly through the early content. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.